Hey everyone, Core here for vlog number 16 for November 29th, 2011. And not too much update. The video I'm planning to put out on the 15th, which will be on my blip.tv account, which is blip.tv slash core, C-O-R-E. It's really simple. I got lucky on it because I guess Blip TV is still fairly new and it's a little bit harder, I guess, to get in because you guys set up your PayPal account and stuff like that, and they split the revenues from the advertisements for your videos. So the more views you get, the more money and all that. But I know YouTube has it, but I have too many. I have two out of three strikes on me because my previous videos, like my AMVs and all that. Like I believe I talked about that last week. I I have finals for school next week, so this week is kind of going to be really crazy. I probably won't get to working on my video. It's definitely going to be a top 5 Christmas movies. Um, there's so many. I know what I know one of them's going to be on there. I will tell you right now, Nightmare Before Christmas is not one of them. I It's just because I think it's more Halloween than it is Christmas. I'm sure people probably might say different. I know it's. I guess you could say it's two, but I mean the majority of the movie takes place during Halloween or from Halloween to Christmas in the city of Halloween Town. So I gotta go with the majority on it. I gotta say it's more Halloween than it is Christmas. So you won't see me saying that on the list because I had that on my Halloween list. Sorry, it's been dry the last couple of days and it gets to me. Oh, but besides that, the school I go to, our parking isn't that great because it's I say we, I meant that I go to the parking lot. The parking lot at the school I go to, it's not good. It's because the main campus is on top of a hill, and there's some parking like the hill, and then there's some parking rows in the front of it, which a lot of times you get stuck parking down there if you don't go super early or time your classes right, where you usually get them in like around noon or at night. Then you can park. There's parking up on top, but that's usually taken first among all the parking spaces because you don't have to wait for the tram or you don't have to hike up the hill to get to the main campus of the college. So that's that. I do have my heater going again. It just turned off. And well, they really need to repaint the parking stalls because they're really small. And I know, of course, you can see I'm a big guy, and usually I have to open the door all the way or close to all the way just to get out. And my car, has horrible design. The doors are fat, uh, even though it's not a big car. It's a Pontiac Grand Am, and it's a '95, yeah. And it's just the design of it's just horrible. There's just too much space where they could have just cut back and just made it a little bit like gutted it more and not so much plastic, and it would have been a nice roomy car. But nope. That's the car. And then so today I go to class. Well, last night because it's the next day now. But I went to class and I parked, and I thought I had enough room on both sides for the car to my right and the car. Well, there was no car to my left, but I figured. I mean, I was in the line and I had a nice good 6 inches or so, maybe 10, from uh, the edge of my car to the white line because the lot was in an angle. It wasn't so much straight on one side; it was angled on the other. So I went towards that angle more. And I come back and someone's parked this close to me from my car door to their car door. And I'm just thinking, why, like, why? I mean, are people really that inconsiderate that they don't think to like make sure that there's room for the car next to them to open their door so they could get in? I know the parking stalls are bad and the, no, 'cause nobody could park nowadays. It's definitely the me generation, and I'm kind of glad I didn't get stuck in that generation. I'm probably stuck in the Y generation towards the end of it, which I'm kind of happy for that because this new generation. I mean, it's not even the new generation. I mean, the woman. I ended up having to wait, which I didn't have to wait that long because it's. I was my class is one of the last classes of the day, so when I get out, usually everyone else is getting out and leaving. So I only waited a couple minutes, but it's just the whole. I guess it's the principle of it. It's just the whole um, why put someone else in that situation. And even if I was a smaller person, I mean my car is pretty bad. Even if I had to hop over from the passenger side to the driver's side, it's still pretty tight, and I, it would have been. It's such a pain in the ass if I had to do that. Um, but it's just fuck, man. Why? I mean, I try to be nice. I think there's karma in the world. I'm not so much into the belief system, but I do believe in that at least. That you do good things and good things will happen to you. Because I've had good things happen to me, and I like to think of that just because I do a lot of good things. I always help out my friends a lot, and I always try to do, I always try to do the good thing, and especially today, if I was able, or if I really felt like I just um, had to go, um, I might have kept that car. I probably would have kept that car. I mean, if I would have had a pocket knife on, I probably would have slashed the tires too. But I didn't, and that was hard because I was pretty pissed. I mean, it's just it's why like I mean everyone. It's just a golden rule. I mean, treat others the way you want to be treated, right? And I just find it's very hard to be good sometimes, and it's so easy to be bad. And I controlled myself today, but fuck, man, it just I was having a good day. I was getting out of class a little early. It wasn't too cold, but at that time it wasn't too cold. Now it's cold, but I was in a good mood, and then some idiot woman too. It was I know it's a stereotype of woman drivers and all that stuff, but it's come on, it's true. It's honestly it's true. Statistics may not report it right because they probably get on more tickets than males, but um, females. I'm gonna say it, I mean females can't drive as good as males. I don't know why. Um, they always overestimate the size of their car, especially in this parking spot. I mean, I waited. The person was probably in their early 30s. I would say she's an older woman. She wasn't some young little teenage girl or whatever. She was an older woman, and I waited, and she came to the car a couple of minutes after I got there, and I was like, well, maybe next time you could park a little better. I mean, I can't even get in my car. And she says that she barely. I mean, I asked. I forget what I asked because there was so much I wanted to say after, and I just knew I just can't um, lose my cool. I just can't. I gotta do this very adult. I can't just be a smart ass, go curse off or whatever. I can't just lose it. I want to keep my cool. And I just said, maybe next time you should you can look to make sure there's room on both sides for other people. And she says that she did, which I find that very hard to believe because I was there first before she parked. And then I said, well, and she mentioned that there wasn't much space for her either on her driver's side. And I was just thinking, I'm like, well, if I really want to be a smartass, I'll be like, well, apparently you were able to get out of your car, and I can't even get in. So who's short on room on this situation? But I didn't. It's so hard to hold your tongue, especially when you know it's like they need it, they deserve it, and you just can't tell them. So I was like, well, maybe well, there's other parking spaces that you could have parked, because I know, I mean, if I know I'm going to block someone in from getting into their car, I won't park there. My car's not big, but it's just considerate. I mean, just be considerate of other people. It's the golden rule. Why? That's all I can say. But that just really pissed me off. It's just fuck. Yeah. So besides that, this weekend, if you play MMOs online, then you know that Star Wars: The Old Republic had a open beta. This was a stress test for their servers. Excuse me. It's getting late, and I took part of it, and it was fun. The story is very good. Good job, BioWare. I really hope. I know it's a beta and all that, and I know the finished product will be a lot better and all that stuff. But I really enjoyed it. It's interesting. It's I don't know what to say too much. I'm afraid I'll get in trouble because I don't know exactly what we can say. I know the ban was the information, the thing was lifted a couple days before this weekend when they had a large, and I mean it was a large group of people playing. So I just want to talk about just the gameplay is pretty fun. I definitely like it as much as I liked WoW, which I loved WoW. I love that whole beat 'em down and all that stuff. I mean, I played a warrior on it, and that was just fun as hell. Just jump, especially when I got the heroic leap. It was just I was just having so much fun with that. But yeah, I like it just as much as I like Star Wars, and mostly because of my guild, which I think that's a main reason for any MMO online, which has, I mean, if you have good people to play with and fun people to play with, you're gonna stick around longer than if it's just you by yourself. That's what happened with WoW when our guild just got tired of WoW, and a lot of people left, and there was only a few people left, and it's just we didn't really do anything together. So a lot of us were like, well, let's just save $15 a month. Star Wars is almost out, so and now Star Wars is almost out, which I really can't wait because I like playing with my friends and all that stuff. And I played Star Wars Galaxies, and I just wasn't interested on it. But this Old Republic, storyline is great. The whole BioWare option choices and all that stuff is there, and a full voice quest lines. I mean, and they're not just bad voices like anime dubs that sometimes you get, but I mean these are very high quality voice acting, and I like it. It's really fun. I'm hoping to upgrade my video card. Just I'm sure the beta is not going to reflect any of that, but I just want to upgrade my video card, which I have a nice one in mind. So I'll probably be getting that for early Christmas gift. But this video is really long, so I'll end it out here. So until next time.